In this example, we'll see how to translate the measurements we took off the real camera and set up its virtual camera equivalent. First, we go to fab.com and look for our free subway set. Once it loads, we click on it and make sure it is compatible with the engine we're using. It is so we accept the terms and download. Once we download, we see it in our library as Create Project, while the others are Add to Project. Since the subway is an older environment, all we need do is create it. The current method is to create your base project, like we did with our Start project, and add to it. Let's do this with the bridge set. We click on Add to Project, click our Start, and Add. Now we can see it as a separate folder in our content window. If we open it, then we have all our maps that we can utilize to make our movie. For now, we'll go back to our subway set. We'll download a static mesh character from fab.com and add it to our scene and place the character into the chair as if she were sitting. There's no need to get a fully animatable character to obtain our previs. We see our camera is positioned at the same height of 33 inches by using a cube that has been scaled to be the metric equivalent, which is 0.8375. And see that the cube is placed in the middle of the lens just like our real measurement was taken. Next, we'll turn on our second cube that matches the distance between the sensor marking on the camera to the front of our subject. We use a conversion calculator to shape the cube the right distance. Now we turn off the cube and check the settings on our camera. When the camera is activated, we see the camera view and verify that it matches what our live-action camera photographed. We go to details and see that our sensor size matches at 23.5 and 15.5 millimeter, along with a 50 millimeter lens. The f-stop is currently at f2.8, and if we increase the stop, we can see the depth of field increase without the issues of a real camera darkening the image when increasing the stop. Now everything is in focus. To create a typical f-stop and focus setting, change the f-stop to 5.6 and change the manual focus to make our character sharp, which will place the background appropriately out of focus. Now physically move the stand-in out of the way. Just turning off the eyeball doesn't work. I now notice that the background doesn't seem right as its left to right position, as we didn't calculate that measurement with the live-action camera. The actor is sitting on the aisle seat, so I'll move the camera to the side to align with the aisle seat and check the composition again. That works much better. Now we'll move the character out of the way and set the focus to be sharp on the background just to give us flexibility in post. Save all. Make a camera level sequence, call it Shot 1, and open the sequencer. Drag the camera into the sequencer, and make a movie. You can choose the JPEG format or the EXR format. Here we chose the EXR as it confirms that the color space is in sRGB and Rec. 709. Now you have your background element. We see that it has an unusual aspect ratio. That's because I forgot to crop the image to 16:9 in the camera detail setting. As a result, the system adds image area to extend to the top and bottom, but not the sides. The simple fix will be to scale this image up until the sides of the image match the 16:9 aspect ratio when we go to After Effects to Composite. In practice, it is best to previs your movie using static mesh characters in Unreal. Take the camera measurements there, and then have the real camera match the virtual one.